So this is day 2 of the Wind River Range hike, Silas Canyon area. I've elected to try to stay another night instead of hiking out. I'm on a day hike from Upper Silas up into the upper lakes of the basin up here in Silas Canyon. I'm approaching Island Lake. A lot of people in here. Just passed 4 backpackers on the way out that were camped at Island. Said that they had, I've been hearing a lot of reports of finicky big fish in Island, which is kind of how I remember it. 16 years ago, big cuts in there. There's fish to 20 inches in that and the neighboring Deer or Fawn Lake, whatever you want to call it. Thumb is probably another 3/4 to a mile beyond. The people I just talked to, I guess the lady did really good there. The husband got skunked. But I'll show you here. This is kind of what I'm hiking in right now. So this is the outlet stream from Island. And Upper Silas is that way. And Island Lake sits right up in there. So Island is just ahead. It's right up in here. And I believe right up there on that little, up there, that little ridge right there above that is where Thumb's at. So this is Island Lake in Silas Canyon. So my main problem now is I got to find a way to get down there. There's a big boulder field in front of me, but I may have an idea. So what you're seeing here is just one little part of the lake. This lake is very deceiving. It meanders all on around, and there's all these little bays and stuff. The inlet comes in right over here. And then the outlet goes out right over there. The inlet is from Thumb, so you may catch a golden trout or a golden cutbow hybrid in here. But so I'm probably going to start here and kind of work my way around, fish off those shelves. So we got a little cut here. Second cast on an ant. He's about 11 inches. Little Yellowstone. So we'll do the 360 here. Hardest part of this is me turning around and not falling into the water off this rock. This is actually a pretty canyon up here. It's a hanging canyon that sits above Upper Silas Lake. It is pretty up here. I caught a cut on my second or third cast, so I just got here. It's about 1.3 miles from my camp at Upper Silas. The other thing I'll show you, I'm not sure if they stock this lake or not. I think that they do. I think there's also natural reproduction in here, and what you can see here if you look is there's just thousands of fry. Thousands of fry. That said, this lake grows big fish. I've seen fish to 20 inches in here, and the guys that I've been talking to that fish this from time to time say the same thing. Just got through talking to you, casted in, was false casting, saw fish rise, casted in front of him, and here you go. I'm using a LaFontaine foam ant.
About 11, 12 inches. I'd like to catch one of the bigger ones. Now there's two fish right in front of me. There's one off over here and another one over here. So I'm just kind of letting it sit here. It's hard to see the fly because it may be sunken. We'll see what these fish do. So sometimes what you can do with these ants is you can give it a slow retrieve, a really slow retrieve. I can't see the fly, so it may be sunk. And I think that fish that I saw moved off to my right. And then there's this fish over here, and he's a little bit far away, but you never know. So it's about 10 feet in front of him. We'll see if he takes. You know, I've caught two here, and I think they're kind of starting to avoid this area a little bit. Another fish off over here that just rose. There's one right there. Right there. And I may have put the line right over him. I don't know. Sometimes that happens. Then that fish that I was looking for is right over there. I actually haven't done this with my aunt in a while. Dry fly fishing like this. I did it a little bit a few weeks ago up at Lower Dulles, but they weren't really interested. Oh! Ooh! I missed him. I wasn't paying attention. And I probably, there he goes. So he's coming back towards it. I'm going to move it just a little bit. So I either missed him or he short struck it, and he's moving along kind of towards it. We'll see what he does this time. Yeah, what they're doing is they're sipping it. They're coming up and just sipping it. So there's 3 fish in the immediate vicinity here. There's one here that's about 11 to 12 inches. There's another one out here about 11 to 12 inches. There's one off to my right that's a bigger guy. He's probably 12, maybe 13. And what these fish do, they're cruising the shallow flat out here, picking off bugs. And they make regular patrol circuits. That big guy, I think, he refused my fly here a little bit ago, so he may not be easy to catch. This little ripple here is a double-edged sword. Gives them a little bit of cover, but you can't see them as well. Well, the good news is I caught a fish, another one. The bad news is the big guy was going in to take a look, and this guy snatched it right in front of him. There's this big fish out here in front of me, and he is not easy to fool. He's refused my fly a number of times. So the bite kind of went off, or they changed or something here in the last hour, so I haven't gotten anything on the ant. So I've changed over to a strike indicator and a pair of chironomids. I have a black Sally as the top fly and a chromie as the bottom fly, so we'll see what happens. So this here is the I guess it'd be the northwest bay of Island. This thing has a lot of lobes, but over there, and then I think up in there is where deer or fawn or whatever you want to call it is up there. I'm not sure, but that might be a tiger trout. There he is again. That's a tiger trout. That's cool. I've never seen one before except in pictures. We have some more over here, but I'm not sure what they are. This one looks like a snaky cut. And I believe that's what it is. And then here comes our tiger. Right there, there it is. There's our tiger. Now this here is a brookie. That I know is a brookie. I can see him pretty clear. That's a brook trout. And this here is our tiger. Brook trout. So this is Upper Silas Lake in the southeastern Wind River Range. Okay, so right down there is the lowest lake in the basin. This is Lower Silas, and I'm about to cross. I'm right off the trail, maybe 50 feet, and the trail, the inlet stream, which comes down from Upper Silas, is right over here, and the trail kind of veers and crosses it. But that's the lowest lake in the basin, Lower Silas. Has brook trout in it. That's really all I know about it. On the other side of the lake, the Christina Lake Trail is over there. Now that right out there is another tiger. That's a tiger trout. There's quite a few of them in this lake. And right here is a cutthroat. And then two brookies. Let's look at our tiger trout. There's our tiger trout.
Well, here we are, Island Lake and Silas Canyon, and I've got company. It's Friday. There's 3 other guys over there fishing. At least one of them is using spinning gear. There's a cut. And here comes another one. And then there's another one right there. Now this cut, that's a nice fish, and he seems to think he can't be caught. Here he comes. That's a decent fish too. Well, good morning. It's 10:40, Friday, August 13th. I'm in the Wind River Range, southeastern Wind River Range. I'm up in Silas Canyon, where I was 53 weeks ago today. I was in here a year and 1 week ago. I'm on a day hike from camped down at the Fiddler's Lake campground. So I came up here on a day hike. There are some people in here. Seen plenty of fish. Yesterday I made a short acclimatization day hike into Upper Silas yesterday afternoon, and I took some videos of brook trout, cutthroats, tiger trout. So here anyway, I made it to where I was going, but I notice I have been having issues in here with altitude sickness, just like I did last year. Yesterday, I made it to Upper Silas just fine, felt really good. Took 10 minutes of videos, turned around, came out, and about the last mile and a half out on the trail, I started to feel it, and then the last mile, my energy level tanked fast. I got down to the campground and I was hurting. I was really hurting. Didn't want to eat, nausea, all that stuff. Today, I took a leisurely pace up here, but I'm probably going to have some issues going back. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stay here for probably 3 hours, do some fishing for 3 hours, have some lunch, and then I'll probably go down to Upper Silas and hang out there, rest a little bit before I make the final hike out. So this lake has Yellowstone and
Snake River cuts, they can be finicky. There's plenty of people here. I've seen 4 people here fishing. I'm kind of picked an area away from them, so hopefully I can catch some fish over here. I've seen plenty of fish over here cruising and even rising, so, and some decent ones. So I'm going to start off with a foam mat and see what happens. So anyway, more to come. Well, I've been fishing for about 20 minutes with the ant, and I've had several refusals. I'm shocked. Yeah, I don't get a lot of refusals off the ant, but I have today, and even last year I had some refusals to it. And these are 16s that I'm throwing, so which is different from last year. This is a decent fish, though. This is a decent fish. And he charged it. There's no hesitation. It may have helped. There was a little bit of a chop on the water. Okay. I'm not sure if this is a Yellowstone or a Snake River. He's got spotting. I don't know. The fineness of his spots make me believe he might be a Snake River cut. I don't know. One thing is definitely for sure. He doesn't want to come in. I'll be lucky if I don't lose him. He's a nice fish, though. So there you go. I barely hooked him, too, and there he goes. So there's several fish over in here. And I just lost him. Oh, well. Just lost him. But there's several fish over in here that are rising. So there's 2 fish in here. One just rushed for the ant and then refused it. And here he's coming at it again. Oh, and he took it. Wow. Now I got real problems. I gotta get to him. Wow. Yeah, this is gonna be, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Wow. So the first rule is be safe, right? He's a nice fish too. He's a decent fish. If I can just get down this rock, I'll be all right. All right. Okay. All right. So he initially refused it, and then he came back. And grabbed it. He's a nice fish too. Okay. He was the nicer of the 2 that was over here. He's a nice fish. Wow, he's a gorgeous fish. Oh, great. Alright, here we go. Come on, bud. Back you go. Well, it's a little bit before 12:30. I'm having lunch. I'm sitting down for some lunch. There's a lot of fish rising here. They're just really finicky, really finicky. I've been using my ant, and I've caught 2, lost one other. And most of what I'm getting refusals to my foam ant, which rarely happens. Anyway, some clouds are building up here, but we weren't supposed to get any precipitation today. I'll probably head down the hill to Upper Silas about 1:30ish or so, just to make sure, just to rest a little bit when I get down there before I head down the hill to camp. Well, it's about 1:10 or so. I'm gonna pack up and head down the hill. Slow fishing up here. I mean, there's fish cruising, but boy, they are picky. They are picky. I've seen several other people up here, but I haven't seen any of them catch a fish. I've caught 2 and lost 1. A lot of refusals. If you want to catch some golden trout, and some nice ones, they're right up there. That's where thumb sits. Upper Silas sits right down here in this basin.